Amy, let me tell you about a magical place that is so exactly designed to be enclosed space, year-round fun for the whole family that I bet you already know what I'm going to say before I even say the name. Let's say it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Great Wolf Lodge. You got it, Amy.
My kids loved Great Wolf Lodge when we went. You probably already know that it has a huge indoor water park with a wave pool, lazy river, a bunch of massive water slides. But then your pack can hit the other attractions because wait, there's more.
Great Wolf Lodge has adventure-packed attractions like Magi Quest, a live-action game kids can play throughout the lodge, plus the Northern Lights Arcade. Spent some quality time there, so your kid who loves the lazy river and your kid who loves fantasy games will both have a great time.
Great Wolf Lodge also offers great dining options and complimentary daily events like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. Unpack the car once and you're settled in to have fun. And with 22 lodges across the country, you're always a short drive away from adventure.
We've both had such great times at Great Wolf Lodge, so bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Learn more at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack. Welcome to Ask Margaret from What Fresh Hell, laughing in the face of motherhood, solving your parenting dilemmas one question at a time. Today's question is from our Facebook group, which you can join by coming to facebook.com/whatfreshhellcast, clicking on the link for community or group, and coming and joining us here, which you should because there's always really interesting discussions going on and cool people, and we love it. So come join the group. It's from Lauren. She says, for those who had kids close in age, when does the chaos end? I have a 1 and a 2.5-year-old, both boys. I constantly feel so stressed out because the kids are either getting into something they shouldn't or whining and climbing at my feet. Crying, really weeping face emoji, let's say. Lauren, I feel like this is a question that we've talked about a lot already, but I like to revisit it because I like to give people hope because I am team #itgetsbetter. I really believe I had 3 kids who were 18 months apart. And the first 4 years of that experience, when I had a 3, 2, and infant, were like some of the hardest years of my life. I did not enjoy every second of it. I found it pretty tiring, exhausting, and painful. I was 37 years old when I had my first child. So I was extremely grateful to even be in possession of children, considering, I got married at 36. I wasn't really sure if it was going to happen. I loved my kids, but I did not really enjoy having them for the first couple of years. And I think that's important to tell people. And so I liked this question because it was an opportunity to do so. I weighed in on the Facebook group, and I'm going to weigh in here for the people who aren't on the Facebook group. And I said, I think that this ends at about age 5, which hopefully is hope-giving and doesn't seem too far off. It will get better all the time. And there will be people who tell you, wait till they're teenagers. It just gets different. It never gets better. For me, I just can't relate to that. For me, having incredibly physically, emotionally, and safety-wise needing beings who were clinging to me 24 hours a day, it was so exhausting. Kids who couldn't use the toilet by themselves, could not get in and out of their own car seats. I mean, physically, I had a year where I was putting 3 kids into car seats and strapping them in, 1 into the back seat. I was 40 years old at the time. I was like, how is my back going to literally survive this? It was completely unrelenting. I will say that I think by 5, you're kind of out of the woods on this. And now my kids are 11. How old are my kids, guys? 11, 10, and 8, something around there. And they are pretty self-sufficient. I often go an hour or 2 inside my house these days without interacting with them at all. And we are still pretty much quarantined because I'm in New York. And so it's not that they're not here. They're in my house playing by themselves, looking at screens, maybe chasing each other around the backyard on a good day. And I will have an hour or 2 where I don't even think of them. And then every once in a while I panic. I'm kind of like, where are the kids? Where are the kids? Kids. And I track them down. With a 2 and a 1-year-old, you're interacting with them every second of the day. And even when they're sleeping, sometimes you're still interacting with them. And so it really, for me, it does get better. And I give 5 as a reference point because I mean, at 5, you have kids who are, generally speaking, using the bathroom on their own. You may still be giving them a bath, but I mean, let me tell you, with that last one, my kids started showering at like 4.5. I was like, yeah, this is how we do it in the house. Go take your own shower. You're really getting out of the point of life where every room you're scanning for, like, how are they going to injure themselves in this room? What are they going to lick that is going to be poisonous or filled with electricity? Like, that constant hum of dread regarding their safety really does start to dissipate. And then their constant clinging on top of you. There are kids who are more clingy and less clingy. I have 3, and some are more clingy and some are less clingy. But that constancy, it will go away. And for me, there's no denying that that makes things better, and easier. And so I'm going to give you 5 as your hold on to date, with a recognition that it is actually going to get a lot easier in between then. It's hard in its own way when your kids become more independent from you. Do you in some ways miss the, like, constant attention? A lot of people do. I can't say I was totally in that category, but I know people do miss it. But I'm team, I like having an independent child who I can rationalize with, and that for me comes, again, around 5. We were definitely the couple, I've said on the podcast before, the crossing guard was laughing at us. When we dropped our last at kindergarten, we were like skipping away down the street happily, and he was laughing at us because he said every single other couple came out with, like, handkerchiefs and was crying because they dropped their littlest at kindergarten or their oldest at kindergarten or whatever. I was like, bye-bye. See you soon. I love picking my kids up. It's the highlight of my day when I go pick them up, but I don't cry when I drop them off. So that's how I'm made. And I just want to give you a lot of hope on this one, Lauren, that you can check this thread out on the group. A lot of people said it earlier. A lot of people said for them, like, by 3, it was a lot easier. And I hope that's true for you. I'm just saying, for me, hang on till 5. No more car seats. No more helping with the potty. And a lot more freedom. And Lauren, I hope that gives you some hope, and I believe it to be true in my very bones. If you have a question for myself or Amy, submit them to questions@whatfreshhellpodcast.com, and you may hear your question answered on an upcoming episode. Thanks for listening.
Close your eyes. Listen to Monday.com. Feel the sensation of an AI work platform. So flexible and intuitive, it feels like it was built just for you. Now open your eyes, go to Monday.com, start for free, and finally breathe.